Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I know it's been a long break from YouTube because I've been really busy with my university placements, assignments and whatnot. But now that I'm done with it all, I'm really happy to be back on track and share everything with you guys. So in today's video, we're going to talk about BSc Nursing in UK, especially the placements. Are they hard? How long you have to do placements for? The shift hours, are they paid, unpaid, and what do they expect from you in general as a student nurse at placements? I'm going to discuss everything with you guys in this video. So I shot a day in life of a student nurse kind of short clips a while back, and I didn't get a chance to upload that, so I'm just attaching the clips here in this video so you can get an idea of what our day is like when we are on placements. So just see those clips and we'll come back and discuss everything later. So as you saw, these clips were from my second year's second placement block, which was in a hospital in Birmingham, and I was placed in operation theaters. Talking about nursing in the UK in general, I found theory really easy as compared to placements, but that's my individual opinion, and some of my friends found placements easier as compared to the theory classes that we used to have. I'm obviously going to make a separate video on the exams and assignments and presentations that we have to do in our nursing course, but this video I'm just going to focus on the placement bit of our course. The course lasts 3 years, and every year you have to do 2 placement blocks. So for example, you just started university and you are in first year, you have to go to university for a few months, and then you have to go to placement for a few weeks. You come back, you go to university, and then again you go to the placement, and then you move to second year. Every year हमारा एक मॉड्यूल होता है जो कि होता है प्रोफेशनल प्रैक्टिस. जब हम प्लेसमेंट्स पे जाते हैं, it's not like university will not teach you anything and they won't tell you anything about placement at all. Before you go to placement, यूनिवर्सिटी में आपके सेशंस होते हैं जहाँ पर वो आपको बताते हैं कि आपको प्लेसमेंट एरिया में एज अ स्टूडेंट नर्स आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस है. फर्स्ट ईयर में द प्रोफिशिएंसीज आर वेरी बेसिक. जब आप प्लेसमेंट पे जाते हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर गोइंग टू अ वार्ड, से इट्स एन एल्डरली केयर वार्ड. उस वार्ड में एक ऐसा स्टाफ मेंबर अपॉइंट किया जाएगा जो आपका पर्सनल असेसर होगा. पर्सनल असेसर का ये मतलब है कि आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी आपको एक बुकलेट देती है या फिर एक ऑनलाइन वेबसाइट होती है जहाँ पे प्रोफिशिएंसीज होती हैं, आपका इनिशियल इंटरव्यू होती है, आपकी रिफ्लेक्शंस होती है जो आपको करनी होती है, और आपका जो पर्सनल असेसर है वो उसको मार्क करेगा. अगर उसे लगेगा कि येस यू हैव अचीव द प्रोफिशिएंसीज एंड योर रिफ्लेक्शंस आर गुड, देन they will take it up and then university will see that yes, you have passed your placement. On each placement there are certain things that you have to do जो आपको आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में पहले ही बता दिया जाएगा कि प्लेसमेंट ब्लॉक 1 पे आपको ये प्रोफिशिएंसीज कंप्लीट करनी है, ये रिफ्लेक्शन करना है. अगर आप कुछ प्लेसमेंट पे नया सीखते हो तो उसके बारे में आप लिखो, से हम रिफ्लेक्शंस बोलते हैं. तो ये सब आपको करना है, वो आपको यूनिवर्सिटी में पहले से ही बता दिया जाएगा. नाउ प्लेसमेंट्स हाउ दे वर्क इज कि आपको 40 आवर्स अ वीक कंप्लीट करना होता है, विच आर नॉर्मल वर्किंग आवर्स. जो स्टाफ जिन्हें पे मिल रही है वो भी 40 आवर्स अ वीक काम करते हैं, बट यू हैव टू वर्क 40 आवर्स अ वीक अनपेड. तो हमारी जो शिफ्ट टाइमिंग होती है, अगर आप वार्ड में जा रहे हो तो वो होती है 7 to 7:30. समटाइम्स इट कैन बी 8 to half 8. पर क्या होता है कि आपको 3 साल में 6 प्लेसमेंट ब्लॉक्स करने हैं. तो मोस्टली क्या होता है, ये 6 के 6 प्लेसमेंट ब्लॉक्स अलग अलग जगहों पे होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल फॉर मी, इन माई फर्स्ट ईयर, माई फर्स्ट प्लेसमेंट वॉज इन जेरियाट्रिक्स वार्ड, विच इज elderly care ward, and that was in a Birmingham hospital. And then my second placement was in a Coventry hospital, which was again a geriatrics ward. In my first year, my both placements were in the same ward but different hospitals. And then in my second year, my first placement was in community setting. Community setting में क्या होता है कि हमें पेशेंट्स के घर जाके उनको ट्रीटमेंट देना होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, someone needs a catheter change or someone needs a dressing change. Those sort of things community nurses mostly do. Then my second placement of second year was in operation theaters, which I just showed you, and that was really good. I really enjoyed that. In operation theaters, there are different specialties. For example, there can be orthopedics, plastics, or general. I worked in general theaters and we did like laparotomies, appendectomy, that sort of stuff. And usually you just work 3 days a week because you have to do 40 hours a week, and 12 आवर्स की शिफ्ट आप एक दिन में कर रहे हो. तो आप 3 हफ्ते के लिए, पहले 3 हफ्ते के लिए 3 दिन करते हो, और एवरी 4th वीक ऑफ योर प्लेसमेंट यू डू 4 days ऑफ 12 आवर शिफ्ट, ताकि आपके आवर्स बैलेंस आउट हो जाए. जब आपका प्लेसमेंट का फर्स्ट डे कंप्लीट होता है, सेकंड डे कंप्लीट होता है, थर्ड डे कंप्लीट होता है, तो एट द एंड ऑफ एवरी वीक योर पर्सनल असेसर विल साइन योर टाइम शीट्स. बाय द एंड ऑफ थर्ड ईयर you should have completed 2,300 hours. Next thing, yes, placements can be really hard. For example, for me, I had no past experience of working in a hospital. So my first placement, I remember, was in a geriatrics care ward, and it was a really heavy ward, really heavy ward. So what the nurses make you do is they make you work with HCA so you can learn the basics of taking care of someone. The first few days, what you usually would do is give baths to bedridden patients. In geriatric wards, there are so many patients who are not independent, who can't walk, who can't move on the bed. So you give them bed baths, you feed them, you clean them up, you take care of their personal hygiene. You see patients in really vulnerable states, which can be a lot to take in emotionally. And the work is really hard and physically active, so it takes some time to get used to it. I had a lot of breakdowns when I was in my first year, because obviously as an international student especially, you are working 40 hours, 40 straight hours in a week in a hospital. And it's not like that you're just going there, you're sitting and you're just looking around and learning. It's not like that. You have to get hands-on. I think it's really challenging to do 12-hour shifts. As an international student, obviously you have to cook for yourself as well. You have to do your household chores. Then you're working part-time as well. So sometimes you're working 7 days a week, which can be really exhausting and really tough. And on top of that, जब आप placement पे होते हो, obviously आप हॉस्पिटल में यू आर डूइंग 12 आवर शिफ्ट्स, राइट, बट एट द सेम टाइम एज आई टोल्ड यू, हमें रिफ्लेक्शंस करनी होती हैं, हमें हमारी प्रोफिशेंसीज करनी होती हैं. सो प्लेसमेंट्स के साथ साथ हमारा यूनिवर्सिटी का जो प्रैक्टिकल वर्क है वो भी चल रहा होता है. सो यू हैव टू गो होम एंड यू हैव टू डू दैट एज वेल. सो इट गेट्स रियली हेक्टिक, लाइक वेकिंग अप एट 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and reaching home at 10, 11, and then taking a shower, cooking for yourself. You don't even get time to sleep. So it can be really challenging, but at the same time, guys, you always have support. Some of the assessors are so nice. I remember in my second year clips that I just showed you, that was a hospital in Birmingham, and I was staying in Coventry, and it used to take me around 2 hours to get to the hospital. And my personal assessor was really sweet. She used to send me home an hour early sometimes, 2 hours early sometimes, just so that I can get rest. If you're facing anything, it's always a good option to discuss it with someone, be it someone from a university or someone from the placement team, and they will always help you. So all in all, yes, I would say that it is really hard work, but once you get through it, you'll be proud of yourself. So I would say that it's really important to take care of yourself and prepare yourself mentally before you start your placements. In 12-hour shift, you get 1 hour break. Make sure you eat something and stay hydrated, because it is a lot of work. I'm not lying. Physically, you have to move patients. Sometimes on your own, you have to reposition patients, you have to move equipment, you have to do the drug rounds, you have to do the observation rounds, you have to do a lot. honestly. So it's always better to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. At the same time, you learn a lot on placements. For example, in university we also have simulations in which वो आपको dummies पे teach करते हैं. For example, how to give a CPR on dummies, how to do this, how to do that. But working with real people is so different to what you do with dummies, and you learn a lot. Most of the staff at your placements will be really eager to teach you, and obviously university encourage आपको करती है कि जब आप placement पे जाओ आप different members of multidisciplinary team के साथ work करो. For example, आप nurses के साथ तो काम कर ही रहे हो, but at the same time आप फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट के साथ एक दिन बिता रहे हो, आप डॉक्टर्स के साथ एक दिन बिता रहे हो, आप सॉल्ट टीम के साथ एक दिन बिता रहे हो. सो यू गेट अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपोजर टू डिफरेंट फील्ड्स and how everyone works together. So all in all, it's really amazing. The people here, the staff here are really good. Guys, I think that was it for this video. If you have any questions or anything, you can always DM me on Instagram. Just comment under this video. I'll be happy to answer it all. Thank you so much. See you later.